welcome back to class. We're going to start today with the throat chakra. So taking a moment to find your space here where we can relax and start our yoga session. And as we find our place, we're going to lengthen tall through the spine. And exhaling through the nose. Starting to shut the eyes for a moment. As we focus on our breath coming in and out of the nose. And let's hold a few fingers over the throat chakra. Still taking those nice deep breaths, lengthening through the spine, filling the abs up with air, the chest. And as we exhale, the abs sink back in towards the spine. Here, the throat chakra governs our truth, our communication, expressing love, heart, and mind. I am open, honest, and clear with my communication. Just repeating this 3 times in your mind or out loud. I am open, honest, and clear with my communication. I am open, honest, and clear with my communication. Just taking another few deep breaths. Activating our throat chakra. Let the shoulders relax as we lengthen through the spine, finding that breath. We're going to come to our Bija mantra today, our seed mantra. It is hum, H-U-M, for the throat chakra. So inhaling to hum. Hum. Inhale to hum. Last one, inhale to hum. While the eyes are shut, just taking a few moments, allowing that vibration to move throughout the body, relaxing the muscles. And as we relax the muscles, we still have that dynamic tension that lengthens us through the spine. Let's go ahead and start to open the eyes, bring the arms to the side, inhale, lengthening up. And let's exhale, press back down and away. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, lengthening up. And exhale, release. As you release, let's take right hand to the left knee. If you're mirror opposite, it's okay if you do the opposite. Left hand comes back, lengthen tall, and just gently twisting through the waist, looking over the shoulder. And let's gently exhale, releasing that. We're going to move to the other side. So the opposite hand comes to the opposite knee. The other hand comes back. We're lengthening tall through the spine and just looking over that shoulder. Still breathing, keeping in contact with our breath and our body as it moves. And let's slowly start to come back. As we do, let's allow the chin to come down into the chest. Start to roll the head to one side. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Lift the chin. Taking a nice deep breath. Then exhale, allow the chin to come back down across the chest. Moving to the opposite side. Inhale. Exhale, releasing back down. Inhale from chin center, chest. Draw arms up and over, gazing up. Exhale, bring the chin back down into the chest. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Open the elbows. Keep the length in the spine. Exhale, release the elbows forward, chin into chest. Let's inhale, opening those butterfly wings. Opening the heart, the head. And exhale, chin comes back down, elbows forward. Inhale, opening and lengthening. Feeling the breath move through the sinuses, the nose, the throat. Noticing how it expands through the lungs, through the abs. Exhaling. Just moving with the breath here. Release the hands all the way down. Let's go ahead and start to extend through the legs. Having our open straddle. Making sure that we can still sit nice and tall here, so possibly pressing ourselves a little bit forward. It's okay if you sit on a block or a blanket. Starting to lift the toes up towards the ceiling or the sky. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, let's lengthen back up through the arms. Exhale, bring the arms out to the side. Allow your heart to lead forward and down. You can grab a hold of your legs here. Try to keep the back flat, relaxing the shoulders as the heart makes its way forward and down, lengthening through the spine. And when you're ready, you can start to bring those hands forward. Maybe the fingertips, maybe the palms of the hands come all the way down into the ground. Keeping that nice flat back, toes up towards the ceiling. Let's exhale, start to soften the elbows as we draw ourselves just a little bit closer. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Nice deep breaths. Only focusing on the breath as it expands through the body, through the legs, releasing the tension. Two more breaths here. Let's walk the hands to one side, keeping the back flat. Hands on each side of that leg. Inhale. And this time, let's exhale. Allow the head to relax down towards the knee. On an inhale, press through the fingertips or the palms and lift back up through the spine, flattening the back. Exhale, releasing again, allowing the head to come down. Inhale, drawing it back up into flat back. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, lengthening back up. And exhale, release. Last one, let's inhale, lengthen through the back. Nice deep breath. Exhale, releases us down. Let's start to come back up into that flat back as we inhale. Walk the hands all the way over to the opposite side. Hands on each side of the other leg. Bringing heart center and gaze to that leg. And let's exhale. Start to release the head down towards the knee. Keeping the hands or fingertips planted. Elbows can soften. Let's inhale back into flat back. Exhale, releasing. Inhale into flat back. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, back into flat back. And let's walk the hands back to center. Starting to walk the hands back to our legs. And then slowly start to hinge back up, keeping the back lengthened, arms to the side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, palms together, heart center. Extend through the arms, palms face up. Exhale, let's twist at the waist. Looking over the shoulder or the palm. Inhale, back to center. Extend through our arms, our fingertips. Exhale, twisting to the opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, center. And exhale, release. Let's bring ourselves all the way up onto all fours here. So if we need a little bit of extra cushion, just remember to have that extra mat or cushioning here for the knees, or maybe for the wrists or the hands. You can also make fists as well, or you can spread through the fingers. We're going to move through cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're dropping the spine, rolling the shoulders back, gazing forward, expanding through the abs. As we exhale, we're compressing the abs into cat, chin into chest, round the back. Taking time with your breath, inhale. And exhaling, compressing cat. Inhaling cow, expanding. And exhale, cat, compressing. Moving all the way back, untuck the toes. Coming into an extended child's pose as we reach it forward. Releasing the forehead. And as we have shoulder width distance apart, spreading through the fingertips, through the palms of the hands, let's draw ourselves all the way forward. Coming in to our partial plank, kneeling plank. Keep the abs tight, roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the torso, lengthen through the spine. Let's exhale and draw it all the way back into extended child's pose. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, moving back, extended child's pose. Inhale, moving forward. Exhale, coming back. Let's tuck our toes and bring it all the way into our downward facing dog. Let's find our hip width distance apart here. Finding what's comfortable, shoulder width distance apart for the hands and arms. Starting to bring the head between the arms here, settling the heels down into the floor. Just taking a nice few deep breaths. And let's walk our hands back to our feet. As we're here, make sure our knees have micro bend, that they are soft. We're going to inhale, lengthen and flatten through the back. Even start to lengthen through the neck here in our flat back. And if you're ready for it, you can start to move into our monkey by bringing the gaze forward as we have a flat back. Gazing forward, keeping the shoulders back and down. Let's go ahead and lengthen back through the neck. Flat back. Inhale, open the arms, lengthen all the way up overhead. And as we do, let's clasp the hands together. Still keeping our hip width distance apart here. As we have our hip width distance apart, soften the knees. Keep yourself nice and grounded here at the feet. Moving into lateral flexion as we open up the side of the body. Let's inhale back to center and exhale to the other side. Inhaling center. Exhale to the side. Inhaling center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale, lengthen all the way back up. Bring the arms to the side, palms face forward. Let's start to open up here a little bit as we move into our sun and moon flowers. So we're going to have a little wider stance, about shoulder width distance apart. The toes are going to come out to the side a little bit. Let's go ahead and keep the back body lengthened. Bend the knees and find where the knees move. Do they move right above the ankles? Do we need to adjust here so that when we come down that the knees are above the ankles and the toes and the knees point the same direction? So find where that is for you. Now let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen all the way up overhead. Exhale, palms forward. We're going to come into moonflower, bend at the knees, keep the torso lengthened, elbows come down into the rib cage. Inhale, lengthening up. This time, sunflower, keep it wide, nice big circle with the hands. You decide whether you want to hinge at the hips, keep the back flat, come forward, you can sweep and draw back up. Inhale. You can also keep the back lengthened straight, keeping it upright as we still do the same pose. It's up to you whether you hinge forward at the hips or not. Inhale. Let's go ahead and exhale one more time for sunflower. Keeping the back flat, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, lengthening up. And back into moonflower. Exhale, elbows bend, palms forward, down to the rib cage. Inhale, lengthening up. Let's exhale, palms this time face down. T-pose again. This time we're going to take right foot, bring it into an angle. Left foot comes forward. We're going to bend that left knee. Let's go ahead and move right into our warrior two. So our left knee is above our left ankle, toes in line. Left hand forward, right arm back. Lengthen through the torso, hips are open. We're looking over the left fingertips. And if you're on the right side, no problem, we're going to switch to the other side. So one more breath here in warrior two. And let's exhale, lengthen through. Let's bring the left toes in, right toes out. Once again, finding knee ankle alignment, you can see your big toe. Bring the right arm up, left arm behind, keep the left leg lengthened. And as you gaze over the fingertips, we're lengthening through the spine. You're feeling that dynamic tension in the soles of the feet as you press down into the earth, lengthening through the body as we find extension through the arms, through the torso. Focusing on our breath here. And let's exhale, release the arms, start to make ourselves, starting to bring ourselves forward here. This time we're going to take the heels, draw it slightly back so we have more of a straddle pose. It doesn't have to be very wide right now. Knees are still soft, toes point forward. Let's inhale, lengthen all the way up. Let's exhale, bring the arms all the way back behind us. We're going to interlace the fingers, draw back, having a chest expansion with the wide legs. Inhale, lengthen through the heart. Keep the abs tucked in, let the heart lead. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Draw all the way down, relax the head, the neck, the shoulders. When you're ready, take the hands, arms up off the back. Start to lengthen overhead. Remember to find the knees soft. They're not locked out. Finding your breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Let's exhale, release the hands. Let them come all the way down. We're going to come to our left side. If you're mirror image me, you could do the right side. We're going to soften, bend that knee, keep the right leg lengthened. Make sure knee, ankle alignment again. Not a lot of weight onto the hands. All the weight is into the legs. You're hinging back with the hips. Keeping that nice flat back. You could also make fists. And let's start to walk the hands all the way over to the other side. Lengthen the opposite leg, bend the opposite knee. Try to keep the back flat, lengthening through the torso. And then coming back to center. Remember, not locking the knees out, keeping them micro bent. Coming to center here, both hands or fists, lengthening under the shoulders, and we're keeping a nice flat back. If you need a brick, you can always grab a yoga block. This might help prop us up a little further to keep the flat back so we're not curving. So over here, we're going to bring our hand or fist center and then come up with the opposite hand, lengthening with that flat back while the legs are in straddle. Remember, we're focusing on the breath. That's 3 inhales and exhales. Let's bring it back down. Opposite hand comes to the center or fist. Bring up the other. Lengthening, trying to stack the shoulders as we lengthen through the vertebrae. Flattening the back. And let's exhale. Release. As we release, coming back to the left side. So we're moving back to the left side. Let's reposition the right foot, right leg, so it's at an angle like we were coming up for a warrior. Left knee in line with left ankle, toes point forward. Let's inhale and bring it all the way up into warrior one. Reaching upward towards the sky. Remember not to tilt the hips too far forward. That will hurt the low back. So try to lengthen through the back and lengthen all the way up through the arms and evenly distribute the weight between the left and right foot as we place them down and ground them into the earth. Coming back to the breath. And we're going to exhale. Take that opposite arm to the leg that is bent. And we're going to bring it right down underneath the shoulder, coming into a twist. That other arm comes up, lengthen through the back. And let's exhale. The left arm comes down. So if we're on the left side, same leg, same hand now comes to the inside of that foot, and the opposite hand comes up. Lengthening still through the back and through the arms as we stack the shoulders. And let's exhale, release. Let's walk our hands all the way to the other side. Moving to the opposite side, setting up for warrior one. Left foot, leg extended, right knee stacks, right toes forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Remember to lengthen through. Stacking the vertebrae, lengthening through the arms, pressing down into the soles of the feet. Abs are tucked in. Evenly distribute the weight between the legs and come to your breath. One more breath here. As we exhale, taking that left arm or opposite arm to the leg, bringing it down right underneath the shoulder. Bring that other hand up, extending, lengthening through the shoulders, through the arms, focusing on the breath. And let's exhale. We're going to sweep that right arm right in the medial side of the right foot. Left arm sweeps up. Lengthen through the torso, through the spine. Stack the shoulders. Find the breath in and out of the nose. And let's exhale, release. Walk the hands back to center. Coming back to that center straddle. Maybe this time widening the legs just a little bit more. Flattening the back. Remember the knees are micro bent just so we don't lock them out. Take a few deep breaths here. And now we're going to release some of that support from the hands by bending or softening the elbows and starting to relax the spine, the head down. Start to bring it back up into a flat back. Let's heel toe the feet closer together until we come back into hip width distance apart. Toes point forward, knees soft. Moving back into monkey. Let's inhale, flat back. Remember, you can bring, the option is to bring the gaze forward in our monkey pose. Exhale, forward fold. Flatten through the back, open the arms, inhale, press into the soles of the feet, tighten those glutes as we lift all the way back up overhead. Nice deep breaths, arms are still stretching overhead. One more breath. And let's exhale, bring palms together, hands to heart. We're going to come into our tree pose here. So finding a place where you feel comfortable, stable, feet are hip width distance apart, knees soft, abs tucked in. We're going to start off by bringing the heel into the arch or towards the arch of the foot as the toes point off to the right if it's your right leg, left if it's your left leg. Let's start to bring the heel up. Remember, we're finding where it challenges us today. So some of us may keep the foot all the way on the ground for this pose. Some of us might bring the heel up, maybe bring the heel to the ankle. You can find anywhere is along the leg. Trying to avoid the knee joint. If you have the knee joint, the foot over the knee joint, just make sure it's the arch of the foot. When you're ready to start extending through the arms, you start to open and bring the arms up overhead. And just widening the arms, widening the palms, the fingertips, stretching up towards the heavens as we feel rooted down at the earth with that leg, the foot. Body lengthening opposite directions here. Thinking of spinal balance maybe as we lengthen towards the heavens and towards the earth. And let's exhale. Start to bring the palms back down, center heart. Let's release that leg. Maybe walk it out here for a moment. Lift the knee high, release. Lift the other knee high, release. Coming back still to our yoga marching. Moving side to side. Lifting your knee as high as we can. And then stop for a moment. Let's rotate through the ankle. Rotate through the foot while the knee is lifted. And let's bring it back down, opposite. Lift the knee, rotate through the foot, through the ankle. And bring it back down. We're moving to our other side. So starting to bring the heel towards the arch. Both knees soft, abs tucked in, lengthen through the body, shoulders roll back. Take a moment to find that space. Take a moment to feel the grounding, feel heart centered. It's always easier when you find a focal point that you can stare at. Help with your balance. And then find where it challenges you today, whether the heel is lifted and you're on the ball of the foot, or that the heel can rest above the ankle. Maybe it comes to the calf. Remember, if it's the knee joint, it's the arch of the foot. You could always find it higher or lower. Nice, deep, stabilizing breaths, getting in touch with our body here. Maybe even being grateful. Starting to open up the arms here, lengthening all the way up and out, reaching towards the heavens. Palms are open, fingers are spread wide. Still feeling that gratitude funnel down as we stretch up to the heavens and lengthen down into grounding at the earth with our foot. And let's exhale. Start to bring the palms back together, heart center. Releasing that other leg. Again, hip width distance apart. Slow marching here for just a moment. Bringing those knees up high. And once again, taking a pause. Rotate through the foot. Rotate through the ankle. Releasing down, opposite side, rotating through. And let's release. Go and release the arms. Inhale, bringing it up and over. Exhale, we're going to move into forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Let the heart lead. Come down. Keep the knees soft. Inhale, let's move into monkey. Lengthen through the back. Choose to gaze forward. And exhale, releasing back into forward fold. Let's bring our hands down and walk the feet back. Downward facing dog. Having our hip width distance apart. This time, let's bicycle the legs. As we feel nice and stable here in our downward facing dog, let's inhale, right heel comes up and back. Let's exhale and start to bring ourselves into a push-up position, keeping that leg lengthened out and up. Then bring it back, drawing up. Let's exhale, bring that leg down, plant the foot. Opposite, inhale, heel comes up. Exhale, let's move back into our plank pose. Keeping that leg up. And bring it back up. And let's bring that leg back down. Nice deep breaths here. Downward facing dog. Let's move forward into our plank pose. Nice deep breaths here. Stabilizing in our plank pose. Abs tucked in, shoulders rolled back, lengthen through the back. Let's exhale, knees come down. This time we're going to move into wide-legged extended child's pose. Starting to walk it back. Let's open the knees. Allow ourselves to come all the way down towards the mat. Starting to make our way back up. We're going to come back to our mat, onto the glutes. And let's keep our knees bent here. Lengthen through the torso. We're just hinging at the hips. Soles of the feet are grounded. Shoulders roll back and down. We're going to do a little bit of ab work here. So we're going to do our boat pose, but we're going to do one leg at a time. So you can choose to have the hands behind the legs. You can even prop your hands back. Just keep the back lengthened, heart open, shoulders roll back and down. So either one, we're lengthening through one leg, point the toes. Keep the torso nice and long. Opposite leg, point the toes. Remember to move with the breath. So I inhale as I point the toe and lengthen. I exhale as I bring it down. Just switching as we move the breath. The inhales lengthen. The exhales bring us back. Inhale. Last set here. Inhale. And exhale. So as we have our hip width distance apart with the feet and knees bent, let's move into our tabletop. We're going to bring our palms back behind us, down, fingertips point forward. You want to roll the shoulders back. Remember, there's options here. You don't have to lift the glutes. You can just lift through the heart and bring the gaze up. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. The other option here is to lift the glutes, lifting up, looking up. Few more breaths. And let's exhale, bring it back down. As we bring it back down, elongate the legs. Let's do toes up towards the ceiling. Knees can be soft. Lengthen through the torso. Inhale, reaching upward. Exhale, forward fold as we hinge at the hips, reach forward, down. Remember, the heart leads, the shoulders roll back. Whether we have hands on the legs, the feet, the ankles, wherever we can grab a hold. We're lengthening through the back, the shoulders roll back and down. We're focused on our breath here. Expanding inhales, and the exhales, we're going to start to release the head between the arms and relax down, forward and down. On the inhales, we lengthen back into flat back. Exhales, releasing forward down. Inhales, lengthen us back up. Exhale, forward down. Inhale, lengthening back up. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen back up. We're going to come into another twist here. So sitting back up, let's bend the left knee. So if it's a left knee, opposite hand, right hand, lateral side of the left foot. Keep the foot dorsiflexed. Start to lengthen, allow that shoulder to move with the foot forward. And then taking the left hand, either supporting the knee can stay bent. You're lengthening through the torso. That comes first, so make sure you have a nice lengthened back. Then you can start to open the left arm up. Stretching back behind us. let's exhale, sweep it back, releasing the left leg out of that twist. Now we're going to bend the right knee, left hand to the right lateral side of the foot. Remember, foot stays dorsiflexed. You could always hang on to the knee, roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the torso. The other option is to lengthen the arm back, looking back. And let's exhale, start to release that. Let's bring it down. We're coming even closer to the ground here. We even are going to start getting ready for Shavasana, so get your blanket, pillows, whatever you need. Let's go ahead and exhale, release down. Bring knees into chest here. Nice deep breaths, knees squeeze into chest, even draw the elbows in towards the rib cage, and then start to curl the head up and towards the knees. You have the option here of rocking left and right. And when you're ready, you can start to release the head, neck, and shoulders. Let's go ahead and release the soles of the feet. Bring the arms down. We want to come into a modified bridge. So, our modified bridge here. Palms down. Lengthen through the back. Heels close to the glutes. Hip width distance apart. And then inhale, draw the hips up, lengthening off the floor. Remember, the neck lengthens here. The shoulder blades also lengthen. Taking nice deep breaths. One more breath. And let's exhale, release the hips. Draw the knees into chest, squeeze. Then release the feet. Inhale, let's move back into modified bridge, lifting hips. Exhale, release the hips. Draw the knees into the chest, squeeze all the air out. Squeeze, detoxifying. Release the feet again, palms down to the ground. Inhale, lifting hips, modified bridge. Exhale, release. Squeeze the knees into the chest. And then start to allow the knees to be bent, but open the arms here. And we're going to allow the legs to move, bent knees to one side, keeping the shoulders grounded, upper torso grounded here. And let's bend the knees, draw back to center. We're going to move to the opposite side, knees moving to the other side. Chest, shoulders, stay open, grounded. And let's exhale, come back to center. Last time, giving yourself a squeeze here. Last time to roll around. Do whatever you feel that you need before we come into our Shavasana. And then when you're ready, release. Find a comfortable relaxation here. Let's go ahead and elongate the legs. Allow them to be open, relaxed, and open the arms, palms face up. If this is uncomfortable for you, you could always come into the sitting position for our meditation. Taking a moment to close the eyes. Feeling grounded. Feeling the earth beneath your body. Feeling stable. I am safe. Allow this to repeat in your mind. I am safe. Breathing in, breathing out. I am here to express every aspect of love. Bringing it back to our throat chakra, where we started today. Noticing the air as we bring it in through the nose, the sinuses, the throat. Especially feeling the air move through the throat, into the chest and heart. Being aware of the breath that expands through the body. The throat chakra governs our ability to speak our truth, sharing creativity and ideas, and moderate the balance between sharing and listening, bringing in transformation, purifying our truth, balancing between speaking and listening. Is there something you haven't said that you need to say? Or possibly have you said something that you regret? Do you balance your speaking with listening? Your creativity with rest? If not, accept this gently now and forgive. Even as you allow your focus to strengthen this area to better represent your spiritual intelligence and magnificent wisdom. Allowing this light within the throat to grow brighter, cleaner, purer, as the balance of ether, the element of the throat, allowing any cloudiness or confusion to be replaced by a soft blue light. It takes strength, but you have the ability to do, to say, to be whatever you want to be. You have the power to speak your truth. Will you accept it? Acknowledging you have control. take responsibility over that control, breath, body, listening, speaking, being able to balance. And then taking a moment here to feel the throat chakra balancing between listening and speaking. Just like we find that creativity and the rest. Taking a moment to reconnect back to our breath. As we reconnect back to the breath, being grateful, having gratitude for the body, the mind, knowing you can take this with you throughout the day, this peaceful feeling as we reawaken ourselves, bringing movement back to the body, bringing awareness back to the breath. As we move around, maybe a stretch as we move to our side into our fetal position. Maybe as we stretch, we draw our knees in, stretching even the back. And then when you're ready, try to press through the palms of the hands as we come back up. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.